Hi, my name is Alli, and this is what to know before starting a telehealth business. So, before starting your telehealth business, it's important to look at funding. So, you could either do government and private contract funding, you could also get grant funding. It just depends on the person. An example of government funding would be the Federal Communications Commission Rural Health Care Program, and this would be for providers that have either worked in a skilled nursing facility, rural healthcare clinics, other things like that. And then when it comes to grant funding, the Bob Woodruff Foundation has grants for providers that have worked with service members that have addressed the needs of service members, veterans, and then families of those veterans in the communities. When developing a business plan for telehealth, it's important to look into these 6 bullet points. So for intro and background, but what I mean by this is just figuring out why do you need telehealth in your practice. And then when it comes to marketing, you need to figure out where does telemedicine fit into your mission and values. So everything comes together and is still very true to you. And then when it comes to the technical plan, you need to make sure you have the right equipment, the right amount of staff, and then you need to figure out where those telemed consultations will take place. Training and testing, self-explanatory, but you need to train your providers on how to give these consultations and then also test it on some test patients. And then financially, you need to figure out the revenue and expenses. And then for evaluations and feedback, it's good to get feedback from the community to see what you can do better to improve your telemed business. One thing to keep in mind when starting a telemedicine business is that telehealth fraud is a thing, and it's important to always address fraud and abuse. Nat Law, I'm going to read this little excerpt from them. They describe that the telemedicine business is predicted to have over $113 billion in value by 2025, which is a lot of money, which means some fraud does happen, which really sucks. Unscrupulous providers have been discovered charging patients and insurers for so-called consultations that barely last a few minutes over the phone or by glitching video connections, which is really sad that these things happen. So it's important to know about that. So examples of fraud are included are a doctor trying to approve you for medical equipment that you do not need, and then also receiving an unsolicited phone call from someone trying to verify a family's history of cancer, which is just like not a normal thing. And then if you are ever a victim of telehealth fraud, it's always important to either call the Department of Justice, I put the phone number on the screen, or file a claim under the False Claims Act. So telehealth is truly changing the healthcare landscape. Amazon recently bought One Medical, which is a 24/7 virtual care service, which is really awesome. There's so many Prime members, and if you are a member, you actually can add a membership for only $9 a month or $99 annually. And members that get on-demand care, they can get a consultation for literally anything, and this can be such as colds, allergies, minor cuts, urinary tract infections, yeast infections, so many different things. So telehealth truly is amazing and continuing to revolutionize every day. And then here are my references.